It is only fitting and proper to honor the legacy of an American hero who tried to break away from the corrupt, broken, and misguided red and blue party system. My view takes off from people otherwise apolitical who nevertheless enthusiastically participated as concerned citizens in his presidential bids. In a way, he comes to represent the outcome of popular resentment disenchanted with the business as usual politics. However, his campaign wasn't one of protest. Rather, his was one of proposals and dead set on winning. Over and above the nomenclature proper to his time and age, what endures of his vision of things is his insistence on the economics of ending outsourcing, on the politics of e-democracy, and on the social of balancing the federal budget as components of the American culture. Worth mentioning on procedure is that he was bent on not being too specific on issues, fully aware that issues are but the litmus test of party baiting. If you're independent, you don't want to fall into the game of choosing sides and losing sight of the common good. In a red and blue color scheme, purple is a sum-zero choice. True independence requires standing on the shoulders of the Republican and Democratic Party agendas. I identify with him in word and spirit, not as billionaire. I'm a science teacher and author, though both from Texas, born and naturalized respectively. Yet, somehow, if I am to identify in a political tradition, it will be this. He wasn't the first, let me tell you, but I do pretend to be the last in changing our failed dichotomous system. Now, using the coin analogy, what we need is a scheme that spins on its rim more so than one that merely flips sides to simulate change. I'm in favor of independent politics in the sense of a gyroscope, whose spinning on its axis provides absolute sense of direction to maintain equilibrium. I am certainly not for the inertia of the two-party spoils system of taking turns at the helm. In line with Mr. Ross Perot's 21st century model, United We Stand America, my proposal would be universalism. We'll have more to say on the subject later on, but for the moment suffice so we can proceed. In this knowledge-driven world of ours, the source of wealth is R&D, and it needs to act as hypotenuse to the otherwise extremist tendencies, if left unchecked, of big business and government intervention. Briefly, universalism as whole cultural system consists of the triad parts of market, government, and university. See slide, please. Oh, by the way, I'm Greg from Austin, Texas, and I'm running as independent in the 2020 election to represent the Lone Star State of Texas in the U.S. Senate. I have the calling to serve, the message of paradise to disseminate, and the mission of postmodernity to realize. But in the universal scheme of things for the third millennium, my Senate bid is but the tip of the arrow of the recreation of America and of civilization by paradiseism. Yours truly, Rick for Senate, Texas, and GD bless.